For the record, this was in fact John's idea, and it was a good one. So look at that. We have the bar taped to the bottom of the crash bar. This is what it'll look like in reverse. And then we'll switch up the functions. What's going on, guys? It's Toby here, and I have no clue where Xander went. He walked off, but today we're gonna be cutting my Mustang's diffuser. So if you guys are running a dump setup, I highly recommend doing this because the diffuser is meant for an exhaust setup, and obviously I no longer have an exhaust, so we're gonna go ahead and cut it off and give you guys a full tutorial with the Dremel. Oh, there he is. So I just realized I have 4 minutes of recording time on my camera because we got all those clips from the Daytona 24.
It's like somebody's gonna have to delete some clips.
As far as this goes, it's gonna be really simple. You wanna grab your Dremel tool, and I'm probably gonna put a new cutting wheel on this because, yep, that's broken in half. Dremel kit, I have these cutting wheels, as previously mentioned. I also use these for the ZL1 wing. Just tighten it down, throw it on the Dremel. We're ready to cut this freaking diffuser off. Let's go. All right, we're just gonna cut into it with the cutting wheel. That's the progress that I've made so far, so I need to keep cutting at it, and it's just gonna take a while because honestly, should have probably used what? A hacksaw?
Hacksaw.
Yeah.
Shout out Jay for the idea. Toby said that this was the better one.
No, I didn't say it was a better one. I said we don't have time for that.
I literally said we could do the Lowe's special. You go buy something, you use it, and take it back, tell them it didn't work, full cash refund.
You guys know what I think we're gonna do?
We're gonna go buy a hacksaw just like Mr. Jaleel did.
Yeah, we're buying a hacksaw, and we'll pick it up once we get to Lowe's or whatever, so we can pick one up. I'm not doing it with this Dremel. That is the key right there to getting this job done. So 20-volt battery, let's go. Is the $60 Walmart hacksaw gonna come in clutch for us today? Think so? Go real nice and slow.
I'll let you do that.
You'll let me do it?
Yeah, because if anybody's gonna be paying, it's gonna be you.
It's like bouncing. Yeah, sure. It's too short, that's the problem.
Okay, so let's go ahead and swap out the blades, Toberson. This is your daily Home Depot guide from Walmart. Okay, that is very nice. I went ahead and swapped to the longer one. Usually longer is better in most situations.
Ah, Jesus, bro. I'm gonna try and get this off first. Well, that got some of it.
Pretty good job.
This whole waiting for the hacksaw battery to charge is exactly why you don't do things last minute, but what choice did I have? I had so much school today, and we needed to get this done, so it is what it is. We're gonna give it about 30 minutes, and it should be ready to go. We're gonna have to take out the rear third brake light that I have here that flashes. So like, as you can see, that right there actually has like a clip on the top right behind the diffuser. And usually people just cut right through it because they don't care, they have the factory one, but I want to resell it. So I guess I'm just gonna have to remove that real quick. I'm gonna record this just in case you guys are curious as to where that rear brake light mounts up to. So there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts, and it should just like pop out. Pretty simple. All right, there you go. Man, just had to let that thing charge, and then it just completely cut it out. That looks sexy.
Let her eat. That's a thickums.
Not gonna lie, guys, I don't think I'm gonna spend the couple of next hours cleaning this up because it's super late and I'm getting tired. So I think I'm just gonna take the hacksaw and finish cutting up this off, right? And then we'll come back and resume the vlog when I cut up the rest of it, because this is just taking a very long time. You can do it fast, right? But it won't be a nice finish. So we're gonna take our time with it and make it real nice and clean all around. just about to pack things up, but here goes the original diffuser and stuff in the back, and I'm gonna throw it in the trash. Gives you a rough idea now that the car is dropped on the ground, so if I get this angle, it looks super sleek and good. All right, Xander, you can start her up and roll away.
Several months later.
Wow, it has been quite some time since I've filmed anything for this cut diffuser vlog, but I said we're gonna clean it up, so now we're gonna do it like 3 or 4 months later. We're gonna clean up the diffuser with the Sawzall, get it all cleaned up, because as you can see, the edges are pretty jagged here, and we're also gonna be adding a new backup or a new reverse light, and it's also gonna shine red on the bottom. So we're gonna have a form of underglow on the car and clean up these edges. Yeah, but we just need to take this off for the most part, and then we'll worry about that later. So now that all this excess stuff is out, we're gonna go ahead and cut out the bumper mounts for the diffuser. So it's those plastic clip things right here and right there. All right, and then these big chunks that we just cut off, we're just gonna throw them off to the side and get started with the LED stuff. If anything, we'll take off the bumper to clean up these right here, because I don't really like how that looks. You can only really see it when you bend down though. Yeah, we'll show the reverse and a few other things. This is exactly like the ZL1 wing, so same functions. When I go into reverse, we'll have it taped underneath the crash bar, and it'll light up white like that, and then we have a running red light too. Those are the turn signals. That's sick. For the record, this was in fact John's idea, and it was a good one. So look at that. We have the bar taped to the bottom of the crash bar. This is what it'll look like in reverse. And then we'll switch up the functions, but you can see the bar right there on the backside. Let's switch it to the red one. I guess this will be the running light at night once he gets it all connected up.
It's not terribly bright. But
Yeah, that's the same thing I was seeing with the ZL1 wing, that it wasn't too bright, but it's still cool. And then you have your turn signal lights, which we'll show one more time. Okay, that's pretty cool. We'll have to wire that up to the taillights. Pretty sure we're just gonna heat shrink this for now, and then we'll pick it up tomorrow when we do the other lights, because we have to go to the taillights, possibly remove some taillights too, and wire to the third brake light on top. But yeah, crimping it, and then we'll heat shrink down and test it out. Let's confirm that everything works, so put the car into reverse, put on the accessory mode, and now the LED light should be shining through. Perfect. That is insane. I think we're also gonna do the daylight light too before we call it. Then we'll do the turn signals to the tail lights tomorrow, because we're gonna have to test and see which wire gives power for each turn signal. You know I have a hole in my gas tank, right? No, I'm playing. But this is the running light now. So it's a little dim. I don't know if why that is. I saw the same thing with the ZL1 wing, where the actual turn signal light / brake light was a lot lighter and had a lot more intensity to it, and the running light was a little dim, but I guess we're just gonna have to live with it, or I can basically scrap the turn signals and just run the red on the turn signal light, because it does the turn signal first and then it goes solid red, and that is a lot brighter. Honestly, can't wait to see what the turn signals look like. But now if we do a full walk around on the car, we got the side markers there, we've got the GTE yellow lights in the front, and like this thing has so many LED lights on it, but now when I reverse, people are gonna know. They're not gonna guess or be like, yo, what's going on? Because when the car moved backwards, it had no light ever since I cut out the diffuser. That's sick. Picking this up, we're running the wires from the actual light on the bottom, the stuff we did last night, and we've got some extended wire right here, and we're running it to the taillight harness. So we removed the taillight, and now we're gonna tap the turn signal with the left turn signal turned on. So it seems to be the blue wire in the harness, and now it is perfectly showing the turn signal right there on half the LED bar. Graduated from using T-taps to heat shrinks now, and we're gonna connect the blue wire to that wire. And then same idea with the striker lights. So you want to take your wire, pass it through here. There's a hole on the bottom of the trunk. I've shown that before in the previous video. And you're gonna go up through that hole and it'll literally be perfect. So now the wire is gonna go to the green and the turn signal should work. It look weird on camera because of the refresh rate, but now you can see the turn signal is wired with this left turn signal. So when it goes that way, you can see the sequential on this side flashing. Now we're gonna do one last final test here. What happens when I unlock? Should flash yellow on both sides, then go solid red. Lock. That is awesome. We're gonna close the garage though and get a full preview. I was gonna go ahead and reverse her. Oh, we killed the battery again. Now for the final reveal, we literally just had to do a jump start and I couldn't film it. I pushed the car out, John dumped the clutch in first and he almost flew off the driveway, but now we have the white light for reverse. This is your running light. Go ahead and step on the brake. That's your brake light. And then do left turn signal. And then right turn signal with the orange. That is sick, especially rolling at night. I think this calls for an edit at night.
Fetch me their souls!